It's Joe, and this is my next project.
All right, next on the agenda is I had a piece of galvanized here. It's a little thicker than tin. It's not quite plate, but it's a little bit thick. And I thought I would cut it, and I'm going to fasten it to that deck lid. I'm going to extend this deck lid forward a little bit under here where we have a line, and hit my so I'll make an initial cut, just kind of right about there, and about like that. So where Brockwood 64, my old buddy, who is also a designer, a car designer and a guitar builder, made a remark in the comments about the Wingtip shoes. And I don't know why I went to Wingtip shoes instead of the examples from automotive industry that he brought up. And, but I just, I like the way they do the patterns on the Wingtip shoes. And after getting into that world, and if you read it all about them, the Wingtip shoes were around 300 or 400 years before the car was ever invented. Which, shocking. The holes for the Wingtip shoes were originally to let the water out. So they've been doing this for 300 or 400 years, and I love the little patterns. And I'm not done with that by any means. I'm looking for areas that I could embellish with some cool little rivets. And I don't know where I'm gonna do that, but before this car's done, it may have wingtips on here. I don't know if that's it, but anyway, I'm looking for some spots that I could do some kind of design, big and little rivets, maybe just the holes. Anyway, I like hearing from him, and I've seen his guitar work and his car designs, and Brock, I'm glad that you're part of this. I enjoy seeing your comments, and all the rest of you guys' comments too. And anyway, I'm gonna cut on this a little bit and clean it up, and we'll move on from there. There we go. It's gonna need a little bit more trimming. I need to sand it a little smoother around in here. And when I take this top off of this MDF and get it settled, When this is nailed down and it's as tight as this, which it will be, it's gonna crown a little bit in here. And when I set the top down on there and build the band, make that band to it that goes across there, the band will, it'll have an arc to it also. And hopefully when this deck lid opens, it's gonna come out from underneath there and scoot back in. That's today's 2-year plan anyway. All right, I gotta do a little more sanding and cutting. Okay, and I think that's it. That's gonna hold down. It's basically the same curve as the back of the roof. It kind of cleaned up the deck lid, and by the time we get it all riveted down the way we planned, it's gonna be good and flat. It'll have the curve of the deck lid in it just as planned. It'll be just tight as it can be against the sides here. Deck lid's gonna open up and it's gonna come in and out underneath the top. Once we get this thing riveted down, we can set that roof where it needs to go, which is pretty close to where it is now. But we can't build that band. You can't build the band until you have this on there where you know where the bottom of the band is gonna be. And we really can't put the band on there. This is the wrong side. Where's the other one? Here it is. I can't put this on here until I know where this line is gonna meet that band. So each part in its own time will serve well, you know the routine. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in.